So hello guys, today we are doing a review for Amazing Spider-Man 2. Sorry this was a little late. I said it would be out early when I made my Divergent movie review. So sorry I'm coming a little late. Also, I wasn't able to upload a lot from like a bunch of other stuff, so I'll be uploading a ton this weekend, and I'm gonna try to fit in Neighbors movie review. I might not be able to get to that, and I'll try to make Trouble in Terrortown number 15 because I wasn't able to make that. Alright, so Amazing Spider-Man 2 movie review. This was actually probably the second to last worst Spider-Man movie. Now, that's not saying that it's bad, because there's only one bad Spider-Man film, and we all know what that is. It's Spider-Man 3. And then the three other films, in my opinion, were really, 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 really good. Really good. But so far, every single Mark Webb Spider-Man movie that has come out, each on my list of Spider-Man movies, gets second to last worst Spider-Man movie. Every single time. Like Amazing Spider-Man got second to last, Amazing Spider-Man 2 is going to get second to last, which means this series is declining. And really, I think Amazing Spider-Man was good because it was based off of an origin story. So let's get into Amazing Spider-Man 2. Now let's talk about the main issue people had with Amazing Spider-Man 2. When they heard that there would be three villains, everyone thought, OMG, this is deja vu. We're going to get another Spider-Man 3. Here it is. I'm going to tell you guys it was overcrowded. But it was not overcrowded because of the villains. It is overcrowded because of the plots. These, and they're not subplots. They are all main plots that add up to another main plot. That's equals the main plots all over again. It's plotception. It's stupid. Here are the five plots, five main plots. Because there are five main plots that branch off into a bunch of subplots that equal another plot, making a sixth main plot that I can't tell you this is one. It's all screwed up, it's stupid. Okay, first one. The first one is Electro, main plot. Yay! Electro versus Spider-Man. Next, Green Goblin versus Spider-Man. Gwen Stacy and Spider-Man. Rhino and Spider-Man, and Spider-Man trying to figure out his parents. Okay. And I said Spider-Man and Gwen Stacy. No, it's Peter Parker. This is a Peter Parker movie, okay? This is a Peter Parker movie. I think Mark Webb realized that Andrew Garfield is really talented. Just give him a bunch of face time without the mask. Just give him a bunch of time for him to do stuff. Like, two of those main plots were with him kind of being himself. And so, yeah, and the three other main plots all just equaled the same thing. They could have just took these three main plots, chose one villain, taken him out, and then everything would be fine. But no, they had to choose. They didn't need to, because those three main plots, Rhino, Electro, Green Goblin, those three plots just equaled the same thing. Oscorp is evil. Whoa, evil Oscorp. Didn't see that one coming. They could have just done one. They could have just done Green Goblin, and everything would have been fine. And they could have saved Electro later. Like, it's stupid. It's dumb. Like, you would have plenty more screen time and come up with actually a good solution for Spider-Man parents' problem, which also equal the same solution. And this is not a spoiler because it's stupid. Alright, this is not a spoiler. All so that conspiracy with what Peter Parker's parents, all it adds up to is Oscorp is evil. That's the answer to what you were saying. That's not a spoiler. It's too disappointing to be a spoiler. I was looking for something really, really great, really interesting, really good. But no. They're just like, you know what? I'm too lazy to write this. Let's just yeah, Oscorp evil. There. That's what it equals. That's what it equals, and it's annoying. So yeah. And also this movie was, and let's get back to the overcrowded part. This was overcrowded because the plots. And so it tried to be in-depth, okay? But it wasn't fully in-depth because there were action sequences. It's like it wanted to be both in-depth and a popcorn movie, which is possible, but it's very hard, and the movie couldn't succeed with doing that. Like it doesn't appeal to as many audiences. If you're like, okay, so if someone wants an in-depth movie, a really cool, really interesting movie, They're going to get some elements, but they're not going to get all, because the other half is a popcorn movie, which that type of audience doesn't like. Then the audience that loves to eat popcorn and just watch the movie. Popcorn movies are awesome. Michael Bay films, Transformers, all of that stuff. Well, you're not going to get a lot of it, because a lot of it is in depth. But there are elements of it that are popcorn movies. And it tried to be something that it wasn't. I just wanted them to choose, do you want it to be an in-depth movie, or do you want it to be a popcorn movie? They made it 50% and 50%. It should have been, honestly, the in-depth part should have been 10%, and the popcorn should have been 90%. Mark Webb's trying to make himself like a Steven Spielberg. He's not that, okay? He creates fun, comedic popcorn movies, which is what Amazing Spider-Man was, which is what Avengers was, okay? And I'm not saying he's a bad director. Making popcorn films doesn't make you a bad director, okay? Because, what, Joss Whedon isn't a bad director. He created Avengers. That was a major popcorn film, okay? That's not an in-depth, life-changing Magnolia Inception film, okay? That's Avengers. Action, fight, funny, hey, yeah. Third best Oscar, like, that's what it gets, okay? And I love Avengers. Avengers is my third favorite superhero movie. Second being Captain America the Winter Soldier. First being, of course, Dark Knight, duh. But that's the thing, okay? That's the problem with this film. You need to make it appeal to audiences. You can have some in-depth parts, like 10%, 20%, fine. Like 50% and 50%, it won't work, because you're not going to be appealing. This could have easily been, if it was 10% in-depth, 90% actual, like, popcorn film type thing. More like Avengers, where it's just really funny, really comedic, really cool to look at, which some of these scenes are, and then the other scenes are very in-depth, and some of them are really touching, and the last one is really sad, and that type of stuff. But you can't have both in there, and it doesn't mix well. You can make it mix well, don't get me wrong about that. He just didn't make it mix well. So, like, I'll give this a 7.2 out of 10. Think this could have easily gotten 9, literally a 9 out of 10, if they had done either 90% in depth, 10% popcorn, or 90% popcorn, 10% in depth. Unfortunately, it was able to do it, making it overcrowded, so therefore it's a 7.5 out of 10. So comment below, let me know what you thought about Amazing Spider-Man 2 movie. Spoiler talk for Amazing Spider-Man 2 is right here. Hope you enjoyed this episode of this. Sorry I wasn't able to upload sooner. Sorry about that. Big sorry. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and goodbye.